Bye, KAYFLOCK. KAYFLOCK. You fucking stupid. Stupid nigga. Face of the Bronx shit, I heard. We about to go up crazy, I heard. Yo, Nesty. You know the vibes, my brother. Nesty told Sally, I got Becky. Niggas know the vibes.
Yeah, no lie, and the D's on my dick. No, I ain't tossing none. Yeah, when she bad, I beat up the box. I say it up, I fly. Free flock, and we go get him flock.
Bye, KAYFLOCK. KAYFLOCK. You fucking stupid.
See his moments, that bitch get flock. Oh, you drive my O. You get shot, and I love.
Moment of silence for brother Flock. Alrighty. What's shaking, y'all? It's your boy KB Reacts, and I'm back with another one. Y'all know the slogan: like, comment, subscribe, and comment videos y'all want to see me do in the future. Where do I even begin, bro? KAYFLOCK. KAYFLOCK, man. I just found out that brother KAYFLOCK was. First off, I didn't even know the trial was going on this whole time. I'm gonna keep it a beam with y'all. Like, if I didn't go on Instagram today, because I don't even have Instagram, but I went on Instagram on Safari, and I seen, like yesterday, 2 days ago, and I seen that KAYFLOCK trials are over. Like, the trial went on, and I found out people testified. It was a whole bunch of, it was mad stuff going on, you feel me? His mans testified against him, some of the ops testified against him, you feel me? So today, they were supposed to come to a verdict yesterday. They came to a verdict today, and then my son beat 5. No, my son beat 1, took 5. That's not a W. I don't know why New York think that's a W. This nigga's cooked. I don't know why y'all think that's a W. That's not a W, you feel me? But shout out to KAYReality TV, you feel me? If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't know what's what. So we gonna tap into his video, see what he got to say, you feel me? Cause he gonna get into further detail about what's going on. I know you somewhere excited right now.
Bye, KAYFLOCK. KAYFLOCK. You fucking stupid.
He throwing a party and it's Ramadan. They going crazy right now. They going crazy. I'm not gonna lie, you was going crazy right now. KAYFLOCK. You feel me? But it's a sad and happy day, I guess, in a sense, because, you know, Wasco, whatever his name is, his family, in a sense, they got justice. They lost somebody, they lost a loved one, so they got justice. And Kevin Perez's family, KAYFLOCK, his family just lost somebody to the system. They haven't sentenced bro yet, but you feel me? Like, it's a lot going on, you feel me? So it's a lot of emotions from both sides, whether it's Kevin, whether it's Wasca family, feel me? It's a lot of emotions. But we're gonna tap into the video, see what's going on, because it's a crazy world right now.
Yo.
Yo, what is the word? What is the word? What is the word? It's your boy KAYReality. We back with another one. Hey, yo, man. I told y'all what was gonna happen, bro. You know what I mean? It's sad to say, man. It's sad, you know, sad day in New York drill right now. But I told y'all what was gonna happen, man. I knew he was gonna beat the body. I told y'all he was gonna beat the body because the body had to be.
I'm not gonna lie, and I'm really messed with what's his name, KAYReality. Why? Cause you really like broke it down for real. Not in this video, but another video I watched, bro really like broke it down. We thinking it's just murder, but it's murder in furtherance of racketeering. That was the charge. I didn't even know what that was. I never been to jail. I never got locked up. So he broke it down so for all of us to understand, like, what the charge was. He beat the murder charge, but that was murdering for, basically the feds was trying to say like KAYFLOCK murdered for clout. Like, you did it so you could get clout in your gang, and he beat that charge. But he had 5 other charges that he didn't beat, which is crazy. We're gonna keep tapping it.
In furtherance of the racketeering, the jury came in. Count 1, Rico, guilty.
Damn.
Yeah, they came in. Count one, Rico, guilty. Including Oscar Hernandez, the foreman said no. So they couldn't prove that the body was in furtherance of the Rico. I've been telling y'all, it's nobody that been breaking it down like how I've been breaking it down.
That's a fact. That's
People
a fact.
seen earlier today, the jury couldn't make a decision. You know what I mean? But people don't understand what that really was. You know what I mean? People don't understand what that really was. They couldn't make a decision on one count. Shout out to NY Drill Official, but they posted something saying, oh, they can't agree on all counts. No, it was only one count they couldn't agree on, and that was the body. You had some people saying no, some people saying yeah.
NY Drill, you was posting like fake news for content, bro. Like you was wrong. You had the whole New York City thinking like he beat all charges, and that's cap because I didn't even know there was 6 in total. That's crazy.
I try to tell y'all, bro. See, Shani Bonnie, her testimony, it helped. It helped when it came to the body. You know what I mean? But being that these other dudes testified, these dudes are testifying to RICO activities. They testifying to RICO activities. I told y'all. What I mean, look at the counts. I told y'all, man. This is a sad day in New York drill, man. A sad day in New York drill. I told y'all what was gonna happen, and it's messed up because like this is somebody's life. But I don't want to say.
Let me read this real quick. 2 certifications from Facebook Incorporated. Authenticating search warrants returned for 2 of the defendants' Instagram accounts. KAYFLOCK, K.Flock. The government intends to introduce portions of the returns through a summary witness. In those records, the defendant engages in bank and wire fraud. Dang. Communicates about specific acts of violence and displayed images. So they tap, bro, messages. Videos depicting his participation in Southside and DOA. Certifications from the Arizona Department of Economic Security and the New York State Department of Labor authenticating unemployment claim data for fraudulent. Oh my gosh. They got my son scamming too. This is before the rapper money or this is before the rapper money? I mean, this is after the rapper money or this is before? This is crazy. What else? Certification from Amiri, a luxury clothing store whose records reflect that the defendant purchased clothing he wore and oh my gosh. They got the receipt from when you copped the fit too. Oh yeah, Lil Durk is cooked. Lil Durk is cooked. Lil Durk is cooked. If this is how they got flocked, this is how the feds got flocked for one body. Oh yeah, they own you, Lil Durk. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie. Let's wake up, New York. Let's wake up. What else? What else? Certification from the New York City Police Department as to the authenticity of body-worn camera footage worn by an officer who responded to the murder, capturing the moments immediately after Hernandez was shot. Wait, the other dude name is Hernandez? Oh, no, his name is Perez. KAYFLOCK last name is Perez. My fault, y'all. The government expects that a witness will also be able to authenticate the video, but has submitted a certification in abundance of caution. Certification from Reliant Partners in Security, a company that manages the video surveillance system at the RPT Towers. The underlying video captures a November 10th, 2021 shooting that the defendant is charged with committing and counts for 4 and 5 of the oh my gosh, and they got you spinning blocks. Let's continue. Oh man, KAYFLOCK. Bye-bye, KAYFLOCK.
Oh, I told y'all, but it's law, man. You got to know the law.
That's a fact.
See, now he got to put in for appeal. You know what I mean? The body, you know, that came out to natural life if he would have blew to the body, bro.
Are you looking to start your own business?
Skip this. Skip this. Come on. We here for KAYFLOCK.
You know what I mean? These are the counts right here, bro. Racketeering and aid, racketeering conspiracy. That's what he blew to. Racketeering conspiracy. That's what he blew to. Use of firearm resulting in an unalive.
Oh, so he would have got life for the racketeering. No, not the racketeering. He would have got life for the murder and aid of racketeering. Okay, copy. That's what I'm assuming.
Because you got to realize the use of the firearm. He did use the firearm to do that. So KAYFLOCK lawyer knew he was gonna blow to that at least. They knew he was going to blow to that at least. You see how in the state you could beat a body but blow to the gun?
That's a fact.
That would have happened at least. So he was looking at a 15-piece anyway. And I try to break this down to people. People, you know, they want to
Voice
make
of
the
the
content
15
about
piece?
me. Oh, I don't want to share reality stuff. I don't want to do that. You know, I know I'm new to YouTube and dudes got more subscribers and all that than me. But come on, bro. Nobody been breaking it down like this, bro.
Nah, that's
Nobody
a
been
fact.
breaking
That's a
it down.
fact. I could agree.
This is what everybody thought this was a body trial until I started putting out the content like, yo, bro, this is Rico. This is not no body trial. That's why it's 5 out of 6 charges. Y'all gotta realize what the charges was, bro. Y'all need to know the law, man. This is crazy, man. For real, man. KK Blue, man. It's a sad day in New York drill. Inner city press reports, jury coming in. Count 1, Rico, guilty. Count 2, not guilty. Count 3, guilty. Count 4, guilty.
Oh my
Count
gosh.
5, guilty. Come on, man.
I could just imagine KAYFLOCK sitting in that courtroom and then, all right, boom, you beat body, but count 1, guilty, body, not guilty, all right, cool. So you 1 for 2. Count 3, guilty, all right, you 1 for 3. Count 4, like it just get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse.
Let's go for sentencing. They got to put an immediate appeal in. You know what I mean? It's always light at the tunnel. But when you make these people put all this work in, you know what I mean? When you make these people put all this work in, man, I'm telling you, man, they gonna try to roof them.
That's a
and
fact.
Most of this stuff gonna come consecutive, and you know they're gonna try. For them making him go to trial, they're not gonna sit there and give him the low end now.
That's a fact.
They're not gonna give. This is the harsh reality. I'd rather take a harsh reality than a beautiful lie, bro. I'm not these other content creators. I'm not these YouTubers. I don't gotta sit here and put edits in and do all this edits to distract y'all. I'm gonna show y'all what's really going on. I'm gonna show y'all what's really going on, man. Y'all see what's going on, bro. Y'all see what's going on. You know what I mean? It ain't like this. This is a sad day in New York drill, y'all. This is a sad day, but I told y'all how the trial was gonna go. I told y'all what was gonna happen. You know what I mean? And that's really all I can say right now, bro. Shani Bonnie did what she had to do. This dude's sister did what she had to do, but it was too late. They were supposed to come forward right away. You know what I mean? The jury is not these people that y'all. The jury is not. They're not these people that we used to being around, seeing our loop. They're not into that. These are civilians, bro. And when they see you spinning hoods, when they see you doing certain things, you know what I mean? It don't look good, bro.
That's a fact. That's another thing, because I kept seeing on Instagram, people like, he gonna be body, he gonna be body. And that's when I was under the impression, all right, he only has 1 charge, which is like the murder charge. You feel me? I didn't know about the other 6. But then it's like, yo, even if he beat the charge, when I found out about the other 6, it's like, yo, how do you tell a jury, right? You left your crib to go to a friend's house with a firearm that's not registered. These are civilians, y'all. These is not, you feel me, people in the hood, everyday people in the hood. These are civilians. We don't know what they look like, what areas they from. I guarantee you they from like Rockland County, upstate New York, the burbs. They got people from the burbs. This is the feds we talking about, you feel me? So you gotta explain to people from upstate New York, yo, why did you leave your crib? Why did you leave your crib with a firearm? Where was you going? Because you're trying to claim self-defense, right? Like, if he didn't boom you, or if you didn't clap him, he would have boomed you. Which, you feel me, I understand. Like, that makes sense. But you got to explain, where was you going? What was your intention of leaving the crib with Chop? Why did you go to Sugar Hill and walk around blocks with a Chop that's not registered? And you got priors. And in those priors, you got arrested previously for Chop. Y'all remember when they caught KAYFLOCK with a gun in his shoe, when they searched him and there was a gun in his shoe? That was one of the charges that he beat. I don't know if he got probation or what, but he got a lawyer. They beat that charge when he was in RPT. I think he was in a BMW. They found Chop in the shoe. You feel me? And he got arrested for that. That was another firearm that was not registered. I don't know if he got booked for another firearm before that, but it's like, what was you doing, Mr. Perez, Kevin Perez? Why did you leave your crib with Chop? Because if you never would have left your crib with Chop, that's unregistered, and you never would have went to Sugar Hill, you would have never seen that man for you to boom him. Y'all gotta look at it like that. That's how y'all gotta look at it. Come on, these are civilians we talking about.
I try to tell you guys, bro. I try to tell you guys, the streets is done with, man.
That's a fact.
You know, a lot of people had hope, man. A lot of people had hope. They thought, they like, yo, man, yo, if K could do it, I could do it. Yeah,
that's another thing. My fault. I don't want to keep stopping the video, but that's another thing. If KAYFLOCK would have beat this charge completely, he walks on everything. Bro, what message does that send to the youth? The people who watching this? Because even the attorney, KAYFLOCK attorney said, yo, this is not even a case against my client. This is a case against KAYFLOCK and drill music. But then what do you tell the civilians? If he beat this charge and he toting knocks in the video, he dissing this person, saying he's smoking this person, and we let him walk and he beat this after he committed a murder, what message does that send to the youth? Y'all gotta look at it like that too. New York, wake up. Wake up.
Streets is back, drill is back. Nah, man, you get a harsh reality, man. This people ain't nothing to play with, man. This is the United States government, bro. This is the craziest entity that ever existed on the planet YUS, bro.
Outside of the CIA,
for real,
that's a fact.
Man. And I told y'all, it was his co-defendants. Yeah, his co-defendants took their time, right? Yeah, they took their time. No, what they did was they copped out. They said, yes, Your Honor, I did do this drill on Seb's side. I did do this drill on RPT. Yes, Your Honor, we are a part of this game. All his co-defendants copped out on him. If they all would have went to trial, they probably would have got away. You see, like the Hells Angels, they all went to trial. And that's just one little case. They all went to trial and they all beat it.
They all,
by them copping out, they threw KAYFLOCK under the bus. Look at my old episodes from last 2 months ago. Look at my old episodes from last month. Look at every episode I got from KAYFLOCK. And y'all gonna see how I broke this trial down. I broke it down before it even happened. I'm telling y'all, it's certain mechanisms and certain methods where you just can't win, bro. You just can't win. This is a Rico charge. This is racketeering. Yeah, this is racketeering. Y'all see what happened, man. Y'all see what happened. You know, the dudes that did what they did what they...
Y'all see what happened to Casanova, and he ain't even boom nobody. That was all drugs. Most of the charges was drugs and discharging of firearms. But to my knowledge, I don't think nobody died. They got him for the shooting in the Barclays and drugs. Him like plugging the hood and plugging people in the hood. They got Kevin Perez on a body, bro. On a body. What you think gonna happen, bro? Come on, fellas.
They did, but you can't all the way just blame the snitches. You gotta blame the dudes that copped out on him. His so-called mans. They supposed to be stand up, right? They supposed to be real dudes. Nah, they went in front of the judge and they said, yes, we are Seb's side. Yes, we did do this. Yes, we are this. All his co-defendants, none of them are exempt because they all, and people gonna say, oh, what they were supposed to do, go to trial with him and lose? Y'all a gang, right? Y'all a gang, right? This is why it's time to denounce this stuff.
Reality, I fuck with you crazy, bro, because you telling the truth and you telling it like it is, bro. A lot of these kids and a lot of the youth and young men, y'all need to wake up, bro. I'm not trying to be on no Louis Farrakhan, but y'all seeing it in 3D. Y'all seeing it in real time. This is KAYFLOCK, rapper, at the prime of his peak. Same thing with Pop Smoke. RP Pop Smoke. But at the prime of his peak, the top of his peak, he died. At the top of his peak, of KAYFLOCK peak, he got arrested. Stay out the field. If you gonna be an entertainer, be an entertainer, bro. You cannot do both. You cannot be in the field and listen to the internet and people telling you go catch a bucket and do this, bro. If you step into the rap world, that's all you are, bro. A rapper. Look at the 4-1 members. 4-1 is doing their thing. They got songs with all kind of artists. Kyle Rich dancing with Megan Thee Stallion. Big Bati Crazy Jack. But he living the life he want to live. Why? Because he ain't crash out and do, you feel me? All it took was him to go to the island one time for getting locked with Chop. And he said, I'm never going back. And I got to respect it because he hasn't gone back since. Come on, you fellas, use your head, use your noggin.
All of this stuff make no sense, man. Look at this, man. Now he got to put an appeal in. Now KAYFLOCK has to put an appeal in. Yeah. He has to put an appeal in, and it might look good. We can break that down on some other content, but right now, this is what it's about. KAYFLOCK found guilty on 5 of 6 charges. We told y'all what was gonna happen. I was on Twitter. I was following the whole thing with Matthew Lee Russell. Hopefully, we get an interview coming up with Matthew Lee Russell on 050 The Movement.
That's
you
tough.
Know what I mean? Whatever he asking for, you know we gonna kick that out. You know what I mean? But I told y'all, don't be surprised Then you got dudes like Little TJ talking about free him. When I was with KAYFLOCK, TJ, when I was with KAYFLOCK, I want you to hear this. When I was with KAYFLOCK, bro, he wasn't jacking you. He wasn't jacking you because he asked you that he needed property for the bail. He told you he needed property for the bail. You act like you was gonna do it, and you never did it. You didn't even pick up your phone for the dude for months, bro. Stop it, bro. You know, a lot of stuff that I was gonna sit back and I wasn't gonna say, but stay tuned, man, because I'm about to put out everything, man. Yeah, I'm about to put out everything. Y'all know I was with KK. We didn't become friends or nothing like that, but we was next door neighbors, man. We was in the box, and he was telling me everything that was going on. Nothing criminal, you heard? Nothing criminal, you heard? For real, man.
Car reality, I'm not gonna lie, you getting a subscription game for
sure. Moved for a mistrial. The judge said, I order you to deliberate. He told the judge, I instruct you to deliberate, because they was trying to court a mistrial off of one count.
That's stupid.
The most they would have did was make one count a mistrial, and the rest of the charges, they decide on, and then he come back for a mistrial. Now look at this, man. KAYFLOCK has been found guilty of Rico, racketeering. Dang, man. I feel sorry, man. Word up, man. It's unfortunate. It's an unfortunate situation. But one thing I'm not attached to characters or people.
That's a fact, and I feel like that's what New York is stuck on, in a sense. Like, New York is really stuck on drill music from 2020. Like, bro, and that's not to say even me, bro. I'm still stuck on that. I wouldn't even say that. I think even further. I think I'm stuck on drill music from like 2018, 2017, 2016. 2020 had its wave, but it didn't move me to wait 2017, 2018, because I feel like that's when it was at its peak. But you gotta wake up, bro. Like, by the time I don't know what they gonna give KAYFLOCK, but by the time KAYFLOCK come home, he's gonna be older than 30, bro. He got locked when he was 19. I guarantee you, I could put money on it. We could put the odds for KAYFLOCK getting anything under, by the time him leaving jail before he 30, bro, those odds is, what's the odds on those, bro? What would I put? I'll put the odds on at 1,000, bro. At a plus 1,000. If I had to bet on like FanDuel or DraftKings, bro, them odds is plus 1,000, bro. Why? Because it's almost impossible. It's almost impossible, bro. Come on, y'all. Wake up, fellas.
If somebody did right with their content, if somebody did right with their information, I'm not gonna, I don't like this person personally, so let me not tell the world that this person did their job. You know what I mean? The content is the content. Once it's out, it's out.
It's out. That's
you know what I mean? But I see a lot of you guys, a lot of you YouTubers, a lot of you guys with these pages, you guys don't know nothing about the law. You guys don't know nothing about the law.
NY drill rap, you kept capping, bro. Mad stuff that I kept seeing, like somebody had to come fact check it in the comments, bro.
You guys all thought this was just a regular body. Y'all said, this is a body case. Then he got to do the Rico after this. This is a Rico. Then y'all didn't know nothing about this until KAYReality started doing content on this.
Shout out KAYReality.
KAYFLOCK has blown trial. KAYFLOCK has blown trial. I hope I gave y'all enough information when it came to how the content has been running. You know, it's your boy KAYReality, man. 050 is the movement. It is the movement. You know, he found guilty. I don't gotta sit there and be playing videos, do all this edits, I don't gotta do that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give y'all straight the law, and I'm gonna give it to y'all raw. Pause. I'm gonna give it to y'all raw and tell y'all how the law works. Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all how the law works. Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all. I told y'all what these charges was. Racketeering. The body has to be in aid of racketeering, so that means you have to spend something like that. It has to be in aid. You know what I mean? But he did use a firearm resulting in the body. The attempted body, that's the RPT.
I knew that he wasn't going to beat that. Well, I didn't even know that was a charge. But like I said, like thinking about it as a civilian or from the jury, you can't look at it from the streets. You got to look at it from how the law going to look at it. You left the crib with a chop that was not registered. And then you went to the op block saying that you was going to do that. They have you on FaceTime. Somebody testified against you and said that you knew you was going to spin their block and you was going to get back for them. So then it's almost like premeditated, and then you discharge your firearm. There's no self-defense in New York. Look it up. There's no stand your ground laws. I've already checked. Why? Because I'm in the process of getting my own chop, and you cannot get chop in New York. You cannot get chop in New York. Like, you can, but it's like, even if you get a chop in New York, there's nothing you could do with the chop, bro, because You can't, let's say somebody jump you, 2-3 people jump you, you still can't use chop, bro. You still can't use chop, bro. Even trying to beat that is hard. It's not Texas, it's not down south. You feel me? Like, it'll be hard to beat a charge like that.
Thing, you know what I mean? With a dangerous weapon and aid of racketeering. All of these are gonna pile up, and the time is gonna be crazy, man. Dang, man. It's only one way out. One way out of this for K right now. It's only one way out of this for K, and it's a sad truth, but it's the truth. You know what I mean? It's only one way out, man. That's a Rule 35. Salute.
My fault, y'all. My camera died. I don't know where it stopped for real, but we just gonna tap it in like that. It's crazy, man. How they did KAYFLOCK, or how KAYFLOCK did himself. I'm not even gonna say how they did KAYFLOCK. KAYFLOCK, you feel me? Like, you was doing your thing, and people already believed you was like that, bro. Like, that's why you was getting the views you was getting, because people already thought you was like that. So for you to go catch a bucket or a basket or a hat, whatever y'all new cats want to call it, it's like, bro, you just threw your life away, bro. And not only that, somebody else, like, I can't even explain it, bro. What do you tell KAYFLOCK family? They just lost their family member to the system. Like, he hasn't been sentenced yet, but it's like, there's nothing good coming after this. You lost the trial. You blew trial. You beat one count. And your lawyer just took your money for real. Because, yeah, he defended you, and you feel me? He did the best that he could, but you still got to pay him. You still got to do your jail time, whatever you get. You feel me? And it's the feds, you know? Whether, I don't even know how that's going to work with the sentencing, because allegedly people are saying, like, people who have knowledge on the state system and the federal system is basically saying, like, the same thing they did with Casanova. It's not going to be like it's running, his sentencing or his time is going to run like concurring, like at the same time. It's going to be like consecutive, like, once you beat this charge, or once your time for this charge is done, you go to the next charge. That's another 2 years, all right? Now you beat this 2 years, or you finish with this 2, now you go into the next 4. And it's like, I'm not saying that's how it's going to happen, but allegedly, that's what people saying on the gram. And these are people who've been locked up. This is what people, I saw in the comments of one of the videos earlier, where somebody was like, yo, just because this was before the verdict came out, and they was like, yo, I had a friend who they had a hung jury the first time, and it was 3 days. They had a hung jury the first day, the second day, and the third day he blew everything. The jury couldn't come to a conclusion the first 2 days. By day 3, he blew everything. It was clipped. Bro, you feel me? So it's crazy. I think there's a part 2. I'm definitely gonna tap in, and we're gonna see what Kai Reality got to say. But shout out to Kai Reality for keeping up with the case, bringing the truth to light, you feel me? Taking people away from the false hope and stuff, and just, you feel me, keeping it real with the city, because the city don't know what's going on. Like, we watch movies, you know, we know a couple people who go to jail or something, and we feel like we know what's what, you feel me? So I feel like Kai Reality is the only page that really kept it real. Like, a lot of these pages had their speculations, but they wasn't accurate. Like, it was all loosely constructed, you feel me? So I'm not gonna say anything more, you feel me? Y'all see what's going on with KAYFLOCK. Y'all let me know what's going on in the comments. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Did y'all think he was gonna be murdered? You feel me? Just where y'all headspace is at, you know, pick your brain a little bit. But that's gonna do it for the video. Y'all know the slogan: like, comment, subscribe, comment videos y'all want to see me do in the future. It's your boy KB Reacts. I'm out of here.
Yeah, gotta get my money right. I gamble, I roll the dice. Speed, I roll like a motorbike. I strike like